right, sorry about going live a bit early, but I'm freaking starving. I got food on the way, and I just kind of wanted to get this out of the way, just because the slate's pretty. I think it's pretty straightforward. My two takeaways is that we're probably not going to have a ton of people in the optimal lineup, and certainly probably not winning lineups that are scoring 5x in this race. I think we're probably going to see clearly the leader, or whoever is the main lap leader and stuff, scoring that. But for the most part, I don't foresee, all 6-year drivers scoring 5x. I think we're probably going to see probably 2 or 3 of them are probably, 4.9, 4.8, probably even 4.7, 4.6, depending on who it is, because there's quite a lot of people who can get high 40s and low 50 DraftKings points by just kind of showing up and doing their own thing. And I went in expecting to wanted to do like 15 and 20 lines, and I just didn't. I was able to basically just cover who I wanted to play in 8. I have my exposures in the Discord of who I'm playing and stuff. Also, if you enjoy the channel, if you want to support me, support anything that I do, what's going on, feel free to join the Patreon. And then at the start of the month, you can just support the channel and support everything. And sorry that I wasn't able to do a Kansas preview video this weekend, but I got a bed in here. It took me forever to move everything around. I got my hentai skateboard over there that I still got to hang that stupid thing up. Hopefully I can have it like right here or something. Who knows? But I just ended up getting really busy this weekend and wasn't able to do a preview video. So very quickly on doing the preview and making it relative to the people that were playing here. Yes, Chris Neckis, Nick Sanchez, Zane Smith, Kyle Busch, all main contenders to be lap leaders. I think there is quite a lot to learn about these drivers based on Texas. Who was fast at Texas? Okay, that was Nick, that was Eckes, and that was Zane Smith. Who are people that I would want to target here at Kansas who have also performed well here, who have also just done well at 1.5 miles? It's Eckes, Nick, and Zane Smith. For me, I'll tell you right now, I have Kyle Busch projected for second place, 18 laps led, 26 fast laps. That's 58 points. I don't think that's outrageous. I don't think that's a crazy projection. So due to that, I have 0 Kyle Busch. I didn't walk into this being like, I'm gonna fade Kyle Busch 100%, because I really haven't done that all throughout him, running truck races and stuff. I very rarely not play Kyle Busch. But this situation to where, this race is only 134 laps. We look at how everybody else is kind of performing and how they've been performing at intermediate tracks, i.e. Eckes, Nick, Zane, even Ty Majeski. I understand we haven't seen a ton of speed out of Stuart Friesen, but we have Hocevar starting 20th. We have DiBenedetto starting 18th. We have Dean Thompson starting 22nd, who also had a fantastic time at Texas. I think it'd be a bad move to ignore the potential speed that Dean Thompson has. So for me, I just didn't get. I love you, AD, man. Actually, you should have Tim Veens for 69 points. That 60 projection is not there. You got to do 69.69 or 69.42. You can throw a 0 at the end of that projection there for Tim Veens. But happy to have you guys here on kind of this late afternoon video. So for me, as I said, didn't get to Kyle Busch. I only have 8 lines. I was able to cover basically who I wanted to. The people that I'm highest on is Hocevar. I think it's sure Hocevar needs to wreck to not work out. I'm playing 100% Hocevar. Now that's 8 lines, not a wild thing to say or do. Running 8 lines. That's kind of child's play for going 100% on somebody and stuff. But it's the same thing with like NBA and stuff, like the showdown contest that starts in 10 minutes, I've had such a fantastic fucking April and May playing in NBA showdown. I'm not gonna fucking stop that. Like, I got a 100% Jimmy Butler in the captain here in 10 lines for the games that start in 10 minutes. So like for me, doing 8 lines in the Truck Series with 100% Hocevar, I'm perfectly fine with that. He fits into every single line. When we look around him on salary-wise, he's beating a lot of people on not just projection-wise, but a value standpoint as well. I'm only giving Hocevar 10th, and I think he could very easily finish in the top 9 today. And even if he doesn't finish there, if he gets you 12th, 11th, he's not killing your line at all. I see very little reason to not play Hocevar today. I was looking at, and we'll take a look really fast here at the practice laps. So this is where we're at in terms of practice. You can see I just removed Tim and Justin. Tim, what a legend, dude. What a legend. Anybody understand what happened? I couldn't find shit on what happened to Boyd. Why did he not take a Q lap? It doesn't really matter. Not playing him, but I just couldn't figure out why he didn't take a Q lap. Anyway, when we look at the practice laps here, the two people that we're most likely looking at, you got to remember that Kyle Busch waited until 7 minutes left in practice to get out there and run a lap, which I think was a good move. Let the track rubber in. You can look at this in two different directions. So obviously Eckes was out there on a green racetrack, laying rubber down. Track has, fairly green, but it's going to be taking rubber like crazy. And so where I'm at here, and this is my factor. So Eckes was on a much cooler racetrack. He went out early. Sure, he probably had more tire wear, but that's still impressive to see that type of speed from him. But when we look at his percentage of fall off, it's not the speeds, rather. It's what his fall off percentage was through this compared to Kyle Busch, okay? Kyle Busch drops off at a more substantial rate than I'm comfortable with him. Now, he had this 166 laps, and so I even look at this one. Yeah. So I even took that crap lap out. And even when we look in terms of speed, just averages in general, like that 2 miles per hour is pretty huge. I was kind of sus in the practice, during the practice session of like, dude, why is Eckes so faster than everybody else? Something's going on. Something's up. But looking through the laps, I'm pretty okay with. I think Eckes. I don't think we're gonna see 173s out of him, but even head to head, I mean he's staying in the 170s way more. I think that is huge. I think that's, for me, that's leaning me believing Eckes can stay up there, and we're seeing that. When we look at Texas, I know we had a ton of restarts and stuff, but if anything, that should make it easier for people to pass people, not for people to. Oh, thank you, AD. I couldn't figure that out when I was looking like right after qualifying and stuff. So I appreciate that. What's going on, Monica? Are Ross and Kyle racing to win? Or they racing for I mean, they're racing to win here, but I mean, Ross ain't gonna win. And these cars race nothing like the next gen cars. I mean, this is just them racing for fun and stuff. I mean, Kyle clearly wants to get win 100 for his team. Anyway, what I was saying is looking back here, like Eckes, Majeski, Hocevar are all very similar plays to Kyle Busch. I think if you like Kyle Busch, you should play Ty Majeski. That's my take. He's cheaper. He has some place differential points. Realistically, they're probably going to score similar because I don't believe Kyle is really going to lead laps here, and so we're probably going to see them score very similar. I just don't foresee Kyle Busch working. That's just kind of where I'm at here. And yeah, I mean, and this is also another place. I say this a lot, but certainly in like. Look, when you look at this type of stuff, I'm not gonna bother taking myself off. Like, look at this speed, okay? Look at these teams, all right? You're not faking speed here. You either have speed or you don't. Like these guys who aren't even near 170 at the start of a run, like you're not finding that in this race. That's off the trailer. That's off of what your team is doing at the track. Like you can't fake speed here, and so. My player pool was severely limited this race just because I don't think we're going to see a lot of place differential come through. We have Holmes in the back. I kind of want to take a small stance on Sauter, maybe be ahead of the curve on that just because he's in the 04, but the data certainly isn't pointing that way. Brett Holmes, data certainly isn't pointing that way, but I just wanted to kind of get there. I'm kind of glad that we didn't have to necessarily worry about Tony in this race because I gave her, where she started, like 24th, 25th. I have it on the screen, but I'm not going to click over. I have her finishing there, basically. And I think it's at 22 points, 23 points, something along those lines. So you didn't necessarily have to worry about getting to her or anything. I think it's just flat out playing your highest projected guys. I don't think salary really matters today. I don't believe the optimal is probably going to use probably all the salary. We'll probably have an optimal between like 49.5, and I think it's even open to like 48.5 or something, depending on who works out and who doesn't. Based on the speed, Zane Smith is pretty shitty, but when you look back at just how they've been performing at 1.5s, I have some Zane Smith exposure. I think this really is a race very similar to the Cup Series, and just the approach really that I've been hammering this year is just play guys starting up front more and more. So I have a lot of lines today with Eckes, Nick, and Ty, Eckes, Nick, and Majeski, or not Ty, with Zane and or Ty, and then mainly trying to keep all my players inside the top 20 of starting positions. If anything, I think it's probably like 5 out of my 6 drivers are probably top 20 today. So that's where I'm at there. Majeski or Zane is where I'm at. Yeah, I mean, I would lean Majeski more. You get a slight discount. I think you get a slight discount. You get 2 place differential places more, which realistically, if Eckes wins, Kyle is probably going to finish 2nd or 3rd. Okay, Majeski and Zane have to fight for 4th and 5th. At that point, the fact that Ty Majeski starts farther back than Zane is absolutely huge there, because that is 1 full point that Zane is probably not going to get. Okay, Ty will probably most likely get more fast laps than Zane. I still have Zane. I forgot what I have him projected for right now. Let me take this off and I'll look real fast. So I look at those 2 guys specifically. I have Majeski and Zane Smith practically projected for the exact same. So I would just lean Majeski here. And I don't think a lot of people are going to want to do that. I think we're going to see people pay up for Chastain, probably pay up for Ankrum, which I would be very hesitant on. If you like Ankrum, just play Matt Crafton. I don't even really love Matt Crafton, but that's where I'll go there. I just think the pool is pretty small and pretty straightforward in this race here. And I've basically very quickly talked through about where I want to go. 32 you guys here on a Saturday afternoon. Thank you very much for being here. And I think that's about it, guys. Like, I don't really have some wild or sneaky play in this race. I got a lot of people projected for just absolute shit luck. I'll do this for you real fast. I'll do this. This gives you an idea of what I'm working with, and this isn't giving drivers away. So let me put this here. So this is what I'm working with. These are the projections for the drivers that I have. So we see a big fall off. Okay, clearly we're not playing these bums in the back. And we're mainly trying to land people that are going to be at least mid-30s, okay? So, I mean, these are the projections I got for people. So, I think the pool's small. I think you just try and force in as many of these top 10 scores as possible, even top 15 scores as possible, and call it a day. Really, there's 20 plays that are just horrendous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, up to here, depending on projections, I mean, you can just erase this amount of drivers. So there's 17 that realistically can get there, and this is not including salary. And so, like, if there's some fucker here that's like 9K projected for 35, of course you're not going to play him. There's not a big pool today, so that's where I'm at there. Favorite value plays, I like Reum. I think you should play Reum. I think it's very hard to find a better driver, better value play, better situation than Reum. And it's a lot better. It's a lot better driver than that Stefan feller from Martinsville. He's actually going to move that 22 past dead last. But that's where I'm at there. Let's see real fast. I answered everything. And yeah, so that's about where we're at. Hope everybody does well. And I'll be live 10 a.m. tomorrow Eastern time. Yeah, 10 a.m. Eastern time for the Cup Series stuff. So best of luck, guys. Have a fantastic afternoon. Enjoy time with your family. Enjoy your food, whatever you're doing after this. Enjoy the end of the ARCA race. Are they still wrecking? Are they still destroying stuff? Let me look real fast. Let's have a live reaction. We got 28 to go here. I just want to see if they wreck really fast. My screen, they're in 3 and 4 right now. These ARCA races have been hard to watch, man. I love that they're back to like a bigger field, but man, they have been so goddamn hard to watch. Let's see if these idiots kill each other on this restart, and then I'll end it after this. Let's see. As I said, I still gotta upload, or not upload. I still gotta do my NBA lines for the showdown later tonight. Let's see. I like that Taylor Gray is at least out here getting comfortable with the track. That'll probably pay dividends, but then he's gonna fucking just sideswipe the 20 car and get loose as fuck in the inside lane. All right, cool. We didn't wreck here. Anyway, that's it, y'all. You guys have a fantastic Saturday. Have a fantastic Saturday. I will see you guys later. See you tomorrow.